Alright, we're back. We're gonna continue on the conversation with the Hargrim here. Okay. Forget exactly where I was. Oh yeah, I think I was talking about I think it was on the inhabitants, but let me check a couple of these other ones, see if they anything new here. Where am I? It gestures all around itself. Within the border of the dead nations, halls of the Silent King. What are you doing here? It just talks and okay, yeah. Okay, tell me of the other undead. I think we did the zombies already. Yeah. And tell me of the ghouls. I do not trust them, or their matriarch, Akaste. They watch us with hungry eyes, and would doubtless devour us all if our numbers, in the word of the Silent King, were not a shield against them. It pauses, as if thinking.
Updated my journal.
Go on. They are forever ravenous. Without us holding them in the check, they would run rampant in the buried village, in the warrens of the cranium rats, killing all, and then return to devour all that is here. Telling me about Akaste. She is the matriarch of the ghoul pack that has come to our halls. She is strong and extremely cunning. Tell me about the ghouls. Same thing. You tell me about the rats. They are hive-brained vermin who once came here in great numbers, feeding upon the corpses in our care. The ghouls have, for most part, driven them back. They no longer leave their warrens to the east of here. Do they have any weaknesses? Their strength is in gathered numbers. If one were to find and slay small separated groups, the stronger packs would slowly lose power. In the rat warrens to the east, for instance, they are very powerful. Brain vermin killed in the hive above might weaken them here, however. Okay, I think we already heard about that. Okay. Let me ask you about someone in particular. Okay, nothing new there. Have you seen a small bronze sphere anywhere here? Shakes its head. Okay, we've already talked to him about Farad. We're in need of healing. Could you help us? No. Were thou not a prisoner here, awaiting thy death, the answer might be different. Okay, what about resting? No, okay, same. Okay, we can rest where Sogo is, but not here. That's fine. Okay. The pulpit is made of old wood, slowly falling apart in the damp air of the catacombs. The iron pew looks exceptionally uncomfortable. There is no meat left on the bones of this ancient animated corpse. Only a few colored rags, which seem to serve more as decoration than clothing. Greetings, and greetings to thee. The thing's calm, faraway voice echoes from within its skull, expelled with a cloud of dust. I had some questions. I shall answer what I can. Dust falls from the joints of the skeleton's jaws as it speaks. Ask what thou will. I have more than enough time to speak with thee. Why have I been made prisoner? The skeleton touches its chin, tilting its skull slightly upwards. The ghouls are permitted to feast upon all those found robbing the catacombs. The Silent King felt it would be best to let other intruders, those caught wandering and made prisoners, such as thyself, languish here to lapse into our care, rather than be devoured by the ghouls. Thou may wish to ask Hargrim, our high priest. It is he who speaks to the Silent King. Tell me about Hargrim, our high priest. He speaks with the Silent King, giving us our Lord's word and law. He is here in the antechamber of the Silent King's throne room. Tell me of the Silent King, our Lord and Master. He is called the Silent King because he speaks only in times of dire need. The skeleton gesticulates as it speaks, old joints creaking and popping as it does so. Ask our high priest, he can tell you more. Okay, tell me of your own kind. He nods. We are the oldest of the undead here, the most free of flesh. We make an effort to serve as guides and mentors to others, maintaining a healthy community here. Tell me of the zombies. Strong, but slow of mind and body. They have retained more of their humanity, their emotions, than we. They serve our community as workers, laborers, under the guidance of Stale Mary, the most cunning and intelligent of them. Tell me of Stale Mary. She is slow, but caring and wise. She acts as a mother of sorts to other zombies. She may be found in the chamber west of here, where you first entered the Dead Nations. Tell me about Soga. He is a missionary of sorts, a dustman who hopes to persuade us to surrender ourselves to the true death. He can be found wandering the chapel in the northern reaches of these cold, dusty halls. Thou may wish to speak with him thyself. Okay, tell me about the ghouls. The ghouls are strong, violent, and ravenous creatures, led by their ghastly matriarch, Ikaste. They serve the community, the Dead Nations, as guards, but are an unstable element. Fear of the other undead's numbers, and of the Silent King, keeps them in check. Without our great lord to command them, we, as well as our charges, might fall prey to them one day. Tell me about Kaste. She is the ghastly matriarch of a pack of ghouls, which calls themselves the Blighted Ones. Their guards. Your charges? The Silent Ones, the dead who do not but sleep. We protect them, watch over them as they rest. Who would disturb them? Many. He ticks off on yellow, dust-covered finger bones as he speaks. Hungry, uncontrolled ghouls, rats, and most of all, the living. Those from the buried village, servants of a man named Farad, often descend into the vaults of the Dead Nations, disturbing the Silent Ones. I do not know why, nor do I care. My only concern is that we stop their foul laboring. Okay. Have you seen a small bronze sphere anywhere? No, I have not. Perhaps you should speak to Hargrim. Shrugs. Okay. I'm curious if the important ones will all be named or not. Looks like the same dialogue here. Okay. Talk to a zombie. The zombie moans softly in reply. With each exhalation, the stench of a rotting meat fills the air. Okay, we can't understand him. Okay, let's see what the ghouls say. This drooling, yellow-eyed ghoul reeks of blood and carrion. It picks at its crooked fangs with low, long, filthy talons, constantly snuffling the air around it. His flesh has turned a sickly green color and is covered in rot and weeping sores. Don't know if you want to be talking to that thing. Why not, Morty? They were once humans. They, or their ancestors, feasted on corpses, and this is what they become. Pretty nasty stuff, Chief. They're little more than animals, really. Dangerous animals. Okay. I wonder if this will result in a fight. The ghoul continues to eye you hungrily. She clenches and unclenches her clawed fists, as if fighting the urge to leap upon you and feed. Calm yourself and answer my questions. The ghoul screeches at you. Silence, meat! No talk! I no listen to meat thing. I hear only your heart. Blood in meat's veins. Sweet, delicious blood. Tasty, rich heart. Drool pours from its mouth, spattering the dusty tiles. No talk. Very well then. Okay. So it doesn't seem like we immediately get into a fight, but
Endure, your will be done.
Also, there's nothing to talk to them about, it seems like.
Opened.
I'm gone.
Bone charm. Should probably pay attention to these terms at some point. Bone dagger. Okay. This looks like the exact same thing as the one I'm already using.
I'm gone.
Okay, yeah, puzzled skeleton. It's a named one.
I hear your
Okay.
words.
Any of this stuff locked? Oh, I can
I shall
let's
stir
tab and
opened.
tell what's locked and what's not. And
Opened.
noticed that previously.
Opened.
Done.
Yeah, wooden club and basically nothing. Probably sells for like 1 copper coin or something. 324, that's good.
Done.
Nameless zombie. Charcoal charm, what does this do? Fire resistance. Okay. Alright, let's talk to the puzzled skeleton. This skeleton is muttering to itself, occasionally pausing to scratch its skull. It's old enough so that no meat is left on its bones, only a few colored rags. Greetings. It nods a greeting in return, but does not reply to you. It has some questions. The skeleton looks up at you and grunts in frustration. Not now. Forgive me, but I've the most horrid riddle on my mind, and I can't puzzle it out. What's the riddle? Seems surprised. Oh? Going to give it a try, are you? Yes, go ahead. Very well, then. And this is from a chortling buffoon of a bone bag. Thou may well find nearby. It refuses to give me the answer, and it's killing me. Go on. It nods. Think of words which end in gri. Angry and hungry are 2 of them. There are but 3 words in the common tongue. What is the 3rd word? The word is something that one uses every day. If thou hast listened carefully, I have already told thee what it is. Intelligence check. Of course you have, its tongue. It seems incredulous. 'Tis... what? But... The first 2 sentences are unrelated, only there to trick you. Remember, there are 3 words in the common tongue. The 3rd word is tongue. That's... oh, a devious trick. Why, I have no tongue either. It stops, then laughs, dust billowing from its creaking jaws. That's good, all right. I thank you.
Done.
Okay. Nameless zombie seems like a potentially important one. Let me double check these unnamed skeletons just for completeness. Yeah, doesn't seem like anything. Okay, let's talk to the nameless zombie then. Greetings. The zombie moans softly in reply. Got some questions? Oh, yeah. I think I need to get a skill before I can talk to that guy. But here's some of the rats that maybe we could end up fighting. But again, I'm gonna avoid them for a little bit. Okay, doubtful skeleton. Looks up and seeing you sighs with a small puff of dust. I've much on my mind, and I would prefer to be left alone. Is there something I could help you with? No, I have a difficult decision to make, 'tis all.
Updated
What
my
decision is
journal.
that? To continue my life here, or to die, to finally pass into the true death I've been told of. True death? A complete absence of passion. The true death is the true life beyond the shadow of existence. It's said that we must reach this place to free ourselves. I see no reason to give up. I shall take your words into consideration. I ask you to leave me to my thoughts. Farewell. Okay, we may load and try and convince him the opposite. But I want to see something. Okay, yeah, this seems like it would probably work. I met a skeleton in one of the hallways here. That seems on the brink of seeking the true death. Oh, I will go speak to him now. Seems like a way to get him out of the hall here. Wait till he gets out of our view. And then check on this. The metal slab is apparently used as a bed. Pry it open. Certain that Sogo's not coming around, you pry open the small panel and peer inside. There's some sort of book or journal there. Pull it out and read it. This book proves to be Sogo's journal. It details his being attacked by a were-rat, his eventual regression into lycanthropy, and his flight from the mortuary after unwittingly slaying and devouring a friend. Looking for a hiding place, he came upon the Warrens of Thought and agreed to serve many as one, hive mind of the cranium rats there. He is now here in the Dead Nations in order to spy on the undead for many as one, who hopes to one day control this part of the catacombs.
Updated my journal.
Okay.
I'm gone.
I'm wondering, I suspect that this area may be, like he may be able to get into, or there's like several quests and potential quests in this area, and it's possible that if you do things in a slightly different order, you don't end up doing all of the quests. And maybe there's like a specific way to go about doing them to actually do all of them. I'm not sure though. But I think for now, let's stick to Bargrim. Maybe we can something. For instance, maybe like giving up Sogo will avoid us having to kill all the cranium rats here instead. Did you know Sogo's a cranium rat spy? It draws close to you, smelling of dust and moldering cloth. What is this you speak of? What proof do you have that Sogo runs with the brain vermin? There's proof in his quarters, his journal.
Updated my journal.
We shall see. I shall gather Sogo and speak to him. This matter within his chambers. Did this be true? I shall owe thee thanks. Sogo, what is this I hear of thee being in league with many as one? What? Untrue. A cruel rumor, a lie. Dare you lie to the high priest, to the silent king? No, I would never presume. Where's the journal? Let's see it. Prove thy innocence. Before the eyes of the silent king, I beg for your mercy. The dead truth shall protect thee here, Sogo, but thou shalt never leave these catacombs. Oops. We'll see that this man never leaves. Allow him to speak with no one. Bringing food as water is necessary. Hurrah! Mark my words, living. Only the truth protects thee. Do not cast aside the shield. Zap. It's done then. May the silent king protect us.
I'm gone.
Well, we're gonna go talk to Argym again and get it. Did I learn Blood Bridge? Yeah, I did. Even though that's may not be something I actually want.
All right.
Okay. You can get Sogo's skull and the clot charm. Okay, it doesn't look like anything else here. I put this in my bag of holding.
I'm gone.
Let's see if that gains us anything with Hargrim. If not, it's possible that it gains us something with the Stale Mary.
Done.
Alright, so may I speak with the Silent King? No. Yeah. Alright,
All right.
okay, let's finish talking to people. Delph Skeleton. Anything new with him? Yeah.
All right.
Skeleton Merchant.
I will hear you.
Maybe we can buy and sell
Your
some
will
stuff.
be open.
All right.
More presumably useless rags. Okay, let's talk to the merchant here. You see a skeleton bouncing from the ball of 1 foot to another. Air whistles from between its teeth. It looks very, very bored. At your approach, its demeanor changes entirely. Welcome, welcome. I've got a host of items for your perusal. Fresh from the latest Burks who've been trying to loot the quiet ones. Would you like to see them? Yeah, let's see what you've got. Okay. I'm pretty sure Charisma doesn't change what you can sell stuff for, just what you can buy stuff for. So I can see here that the magic punch daggers are sell for much less than the daggers of Morin. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that just because something sells for more that it's actually better, but it is a good good thing to check. Okay, yeah, I want to test if having friends on results in things selling for more. No, okay, so it only seems to affect buying. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Okay, anything in here I want to sell? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Anything I want to buy? I can maybe consider the Elysium's Tears. Maybe not.
I'm gone.
Hold on. Okay, no more named characters there. Is this where Stale Mary is? Yeah, looks like it. This iron trapdoor is rusted shut. There's no way it'll open. Okay. Let me save. Okay. Super quick break. We'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. And we're gonna talk to Stale Mary here. And this musty smelling female zombie looks exceptionally old. Hey, Wars. Almost mummified. Her skin has the appearance of moldering gray-green leather, and one of her eyes has fallen out, leaving a dark pit in her face. Her voice is slow and thick. Greetings. Greetings. She indicates herself and speaks again. Stale Mary. It sounds as if her vocal cords are festering away in some soupy mess at the base of her throat. I had some questions. Let's do this one last. How is it you speak to other zombies? I cannot understand them as I can you. She takes a step back towards you, reaching her arm out to touch you. Wisdom, what are you doing? She only moans softly in reply, reaching out once more to touch your arm. Interesting that doesn't seem to actually have some impact. It's weird that that's a check. Anyway, allow her to... Oh, you can see she means you no harm. That must be what the check is telling you. Allow her to touch you. Her nearly fleshless hand brushes gently against your forearm, and she speaks. Listen. How did you do that? Yeah, she touches you once more. Speak to us, you can, but you must do it properly. Can you teach me? Yes. She smiles, the hardened skin of her face creaking like thick leather.
Gained an ability.
She finishes teaching you the skills required to speak with the dead, a process she calls stories bones tell. Can I talk to any dead
Updated my
body?
journal.
Some, others too dead, must use skill. Thanks, very well. Okay. Let's see what else she has to say here. Why have I been made prisoner? Ask Hargrim. Tell me about Hargrim. Hargrim, Skeleton's leader, gives us the word of the Silent King. Concerned. Worried. Why is he concerned? Sogo. Costa. Why Sogo? Sogo preaches death. Preaches death? Wants us to die.
Updated
Why?
my journal.
Dustman. What about Acosta? Anger. Acosta. Anger? Acosta wants to kill everyone. Why? Hungry. Angry. Okay, tell me of yourself. What do you do here? Guide other zombies. Care for quiet ones. Tell me about the other zombies. Do the work of the Silent King. What kind of work? Rebuild that which has been broken. Care for the true dead. Tell me about the Silent King. Doesn't seem to want to tell us any more about him. How'd you come to be here? Dead, long time. Memory gone. Hold on. I saw something about the quiet one, so I want to ask about that first. Yeah. Quiet ones. The true dead. Okay. Alright, tell me about the skeletons. Hargrim, their leader, gives us the word of the Silent King. Skeletons guide us in our work. About the ghouls. Hungry. Always hungry. And the rats? Gone. Ghouls chase them away. Okay, where am I? Halls of the Silent King. Anything else? Let me ask you about someone in particular. Okay, have you seen the small bronze sphere I'm looking for? Nope, sorry. Okay. Let's use my charisma check here. I need to speak with the Silent King. Can you help me? Why? I need to leave this place. So much to do. And to be imprisoned here simply for stumbling upon the detonations? It isn't right. Please, I ask only for a modicum of compassion. Can you help me? Stale Mary is quiet for a time, then nods. He points to the first of the three portals along the north wall. Close eyes, think of Silent King, walk through northwest alcove. But only so long as I live.
Updated my journal.
Okay.
I'm gone.
So we may make a permanent save here. In case there's a different order that we should do things in. But before we go do that, we're going to talk to the rest of the people here. Villain, ruining my fun. Damn thee to Beator, I spit at you. Had I any? The skeleton turns its head and away from you. Huh. I wonder if talking to him first changes that at all. Let's speak to Acoste. The rot stink of this ancient-looking ghoul woman is nauseating, even from a distance. Her gray-green skin is infested with tomb rot and festering sores. And her fingers, each capped by a long, thin, curved talon, are covered in dried blood and filth. Her hair, thick with scuttling insects and worms, hangs to her knees. It hides nearly all of her face in shadow, saved for a fanged feral grin and a lolling gray tongue. Greetings. Psst, what have we here? Some pretty meat, eh? Little tough gristle, sharpen me teeth on your bone and grow fat on your marrow. Psst. You must be Akaste. I don't have to be anything to you, meat and bones. You watch your tone with me, or no one will find you in one piece again. I have no name. Then neither does Akaste. I call you Blooded One, for you still have a name and a will before I tear you apart. Blooded One? Meat people to eat. The yellow eyes peer intently at you through her ragged white hair. I have been made prisoner, she grimaces, St, because we didn't catch you in the dark halls. Or you'd have been a meal to us. She shakes her head, snarling. Damn the Silent King. Damn his old bones. Meat caught here by others stays here till it joins the others. Tell me about the Silent King. Unseen king, not silent. You say, we do. Marrow stuffed of bones and herd of dead flesh obey him. No question. Akaste not see, Akaste only hear. One day I shall meet this one. Meet. Yes, Akaste strong and Silent One weak. We shall see who master, yes. Many wander these halls, yes. Okay, tell me about your own kind. We are the blighted ones, yes. Akaste and her lovely ghouls. Your children, always hungry. What are you doing here? We fight, win, and feed. Blooded ones such as ye become our food in the end. The ravenous hungers we have burn the stomach, never full. We hunger all the time, and here ye are. Hurry up, die, and be still. Just a second. Okay, how'd you come to be here? Wander catacombs, hunt and kill, crack open crypt and coffin, eat bones and dead flesh. Come here. She blinks. You're a strange place. Akaste staying among the weak, marrow-filled bones and herd of dead flesh can make noise. Talk to them and they talk back. So why have you not killed and eaten these undead then? She frowns. Not easy prey. They are not still, like other bones, and dead flesh are. They fight as pack and are many of them. Difficult to beat. Both, weak or separate, together strong, almost as strong as Akaste. So we wait. What do you wait for? Wait for weakness. Yes, wait to see how strong the Silent King is. If he is stronger than Akaste, wait for herd of dead flesh to stop following marrow-filled bones.
Updated my journal.
What would you do then? Would eat all hungry, kill all small blood fur things, eat all rag-blooded beings in this village, eat. Catacombs are full of feast. Hungry are we, hungry, and eat. As she talks, she becomes more agitated, gnashing her teeth and spraying spittle. Psst. Kill them all, Akaste would. Tear and rend, shred and herd of dead flesh, stupid, stupid cattle. Slow and weak, fit only to eat and rend and tear. Break and snap the weak bones, suck the marrow from their brittle bones. Kill and eat them all. Akaste wants them to be quiet still. Dead, not talk and walk. Die and be still so that they can be eaten, caught between the teeth. Crack their skulls to suck forth their brain meat. Then pull open their ribcage and devour the soft parts past the skin. Akaste smashes a clawed fist into the ground, shattering the tiles in rage. Hate them. Tell Akaste no. Do not hunt the blooded men who scavenge and creep in the tombs. Do not kill the blooded rats. Leave them be. Do not hunt. Do not eat. Kill them all and silence them. She suddenly falls silent, her rage finally spent, the last echoes of her screaming dying away in the darkness. Now, this is interesting. Give me things of value and I will help you. I wonder if there's anything like truly unique that she gives. Okay. Maybe we can check on that later.
I'm gone.
Alright, tell me about the bones. The bones, the skeletons, weak, tired, too many centuries, too brittle. She snatches a bone off the floor, snapping at for emphasis. Weak. Dead don't fear, but the bones do. Afraid to die and be fed upon by Akaste and blighted ones. Afraid to die? We dead now. Fear is something the blooded ones stink of, not dead ones. Okay, what about the herd of dead flesh? Make noises like blooded cattle and stink of rotten, sweet, stale juice. She licks her lips, sucking spittle between her teeth. She frowns, then raises her arms and starts shambling about. Go, most of the time. Stumble, shamble, and work. Stupid food. Stupid half-brain meat being. Blooded rats. They go squeak, squeak. Run into dark, small tunnels when chased. Hard to catch. Snacks. Hard to get. Warm flesh. Easy crunching teeth. Many of them elsewhere. We go kill them and eat them all. Hunger go away with so many in the belly. Always watching us with red juicy eyes and dark. Want to eat them. Okay, let me ask you about someone in particular. Hargrim. Marrow. She licks her cracked lips and gives a feral grin. Oh, the marrow. But is marrow. She snarls, her eyes burning. Kill him. Kill all the bones, if not for the weak bones and a herd of dead flesh. What about stale Mary? Fleshy food. Not strong like a Caste. Weak, dead flesh woman. Have you seen a small bronze sphere anywhere? She shakes her head, lice dropping from her long white hair as it sways about. Akaste opens many coffins, many tombs. Never seen such a thing. Okay. Alright, let's go down the sides here.
I'm gone.
Does this open? No, it's locked. Can I bash this?
All right.
Balance in all things. Your will be done.
I don't trust the kid. I say we leave him behind.
Okay, no, that looks like it has
I'm
that
gone.
key. What about over here? The massive skeleton, far larger than any ordinary human, wears ornate engraved armor. Greetings, living, the thing's voice booms. I stand here as a royal guard of his lord and majesty, the silent king. I must ask that you do not distract me from my task with questions. Could you at least tell me who you are, or were? I am, in death, as I was in life, one of the 99 sons of the Western Mountains, fathered when the member of Amahar was severed and cast down upon the face of Ithir. honor bound to defend our queen. We were lost to this world when ours, and our lady with it, was destroyed by an angry godling, a brother of Amahar. Many of our number roamed the plains, but some, like myself, chose to remain in Sigil. When I passed away, I was interred here, and later awoke in the state you find me in now. I then chose a new master, the Silent King, to defend. This is an iron-hinged lid that opens into a small coffin area. This foreboding entrance emits a silent wind, groaning through the tunnels.
All right.
Okay. This is a, named character. Knifed Ghoul. This ghoul's face has a great gash across it, and one of its eyes has been destroyed entirely. Despite the relative freshness of the wound, it seems to cause the foul-smelling creature no pain or discomfort. You notice a grimy knife tucked in its waistband. The letters "here" are carved into its handle. Could I have that knife you've got tucked into your belt? The ghoul looks down at the knife, scratching its head as to wondering how it got there. Finally, it looks up at you and gives you a sly, toothy grin. Meat want knife? Meat make trade, yes. They give you copper. The ghoul shakes its head. No, food, meat, yes. Its long gray tongue lolls out as it slavers messily. I'll be back if I find you something to eat then.
Updated my journal.
I wonder what... they actually need there. Meat. Okay. Curious what they actually want. Presumably a bone won't work, but maybe we should test. Skull, and I think there was probably a leg bone somewhere around here. I haven't really seen many, anything which was like very obviously would work for ghoul food. I could have sworn there was a leg bone in one of the containers around here. Not there. No. Did I check all these? I feel like it did. Okay, I assume the skull will not work. Maybe the merchant has something? Does this guy have any, like, meat? I could try the cranium rat charm, but I'm pretty sure I already, like, have one of those, yeah. This ghoul looks different. I wonder if she's any, special. Nope.
Done.
Okay, let's see if this, by any chance... Okay, that didn't seem like it, did anything.
All right. I'm gone.
Okay, so here's a potential dilemma. We have a quest to kill some rats for Hargrim to be able to see the Silent King, but we've also convinced
I'm gone.
Stale Mary. I'm wondering if we do one but not the other, if it prevents us from doing the other one. Let's find out. This alcove extends only a few feet into the north wall before coming to an abrupt end. It was here that Stale Mary had told you to close your eyes and think of the Silent King before stepping inside. As long as she is still alive, it should activate a portal to the Silent King's throne room. Cutscene. Stop this heresy. Don't approach. So, you have come. The skeleton turns to gaze upon his massive throne. What thou see here is the end of our culture. None must know that the king speaks only silence. How long has this gone on? Long. Hargrim stares off into the shadows. He stopped speaking to us long ago. He himself has left for the thrice-damned true death. A trace of rage and despair trickles in his voice. He has abandoned us here to suffer amongst the living. We have become prey of all that lives. Then who really rules? Mary and I speak to the Silent King. We rule in his stead. Why don't you tell your people the truth? I wish to preserve what we have created. I do not wish to die. Nor I, says Stale Mary. If our own people were to learn of this, or a cursed Caste were to discover this deception, or many as one, the hive mind of this cranium rats, all that we have created here would be destroyed. This husk is all that keeps the inner and outer enemies at bay. If the truth were spoken, our small civilization would become dust. Go on. I cannot force you to be silent, but I would ask you to look beyond thyself, to consider what would happen if you speak what you have seen here. Why don't you place a new king upon the throne? The king must be alive when he sits upon the throne. It will accept no other. Once a person sits on the throne, he may not leave it. I will become your king if you will have me. Okay, I think this ends the game, but let's check. Yes. Once you sit upon the throne, you may never leave it. Death, true death, is the only release from the king's throne. Let's see what happens here. As the only release from the Silent King's throne is death, you are bound to it for all eternity. Well, okay. Alright, what was the last save? There aren't many game overs in this, because when you die, you just wake up back in the mortuary. Yeah, let's see what this one says. Your people should be told if your civilization is destroyed, so be it. He is silent for a moment. Again, I cannot force you to remain silent, but I must know whether you will tell them or no. I will tell them. Skeleton priest shakes his head sadly. I'm afraid we cannot allow that. Living, may the Silent King favor me in battle. Okay. Oops. Alright. So the reason I was trying to do that was because I I wanted to see if there was a way to not promise him that we would, because if we go back and tell Minnie has won the truth, depending on what we do here, that outcome differs a little. So let's just go ahead and do the quote-unquote good option. Okay, I only wish to leave. Grant me this, and you shall have my silence. Be silent for a moment. You may leave this place. Go now. And I beg of thee,
Updated my journal.
honor thy word.
I'm gone.
Kidoki. See if there's anything here. Looks like we can click on this. This withering corpse, impressive in its engraved parade armor, despite its coating of dust and cobwebs, is apparently the mighty Silent King. The lord and master of the dead nations appears to be little more than a desiccated shell. They probably won't let me take it. Tearing off the Silent King's head will doubtlessly anger the throne room's current occupants. We're going to have to deal with them first. Okay. We want to take his skull then. Okay. He'll talk to us, but not in the chamber. Same with her. Yeah, how do we leave? Down here?
I'm gone.
Okay, I think we can now leave this place, right? Yes. Okay, now we have a couple of options. Are we getting that coming up here shortly? Do I still have the quest to slay some cranium rats? Yeah, okay. So hopefully we can still do that quest.
I'm gone. Done.
Let's see, can I open this now? Yes, I can, and this is presumably the way to the Drowned Nation, right? Yes. Alright, let's check on people here first, see if they have anything else to say.
Updated my journal.
Okay, I guess that was new, but I'm pretty sure you just said basically just go check the Drowned Nation, which we already knew. Okay. Nothing new here looks like. Okay, so the question is if I go like turn in the quest for Minnie as one, if that will if they'll like automatically invade this place
I'm gone.
or not. I probably have options to like lie to them and tell them something else.
Done.
I don't know if the reward is the same in both cases though. Run past the rats.
All right.
Then maybe depending on what happens here, we may yeah, we may have to fight our way out of here. Okay, I will do this part after the ad break. It'll be starting in about a minute. So I'll be right back.